Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Ascendant Art Podcast. I'm joined as always by my co-host Slender Dad with the right enunciation.
Yes, not slender dab. I'm not dabbing on these fools.
Yeah, we had to do a little bit last minute edit before we went live. I see our chat is already getting crowded. We got Smokey over here who's taking a break from fighting the automatons.
No, he's not. He's fighting the automatons while he listens to the show.
That's true. He is a dead
He's piping us in through the helmet right now.
Bad Take Bojan, one of our biggest supporters. Thanks for always being here and posting on Twitter and all that good stuff. And of course, we've got someone who's legally obligated to support you in your endeavors here on YouTube, the Bride of Slender.
It's true. It was in the prenup.
I can't wait to hear her on tape delay when we do music trivia later tonight. So we're gonna.
That being said, I think the most rare of rarities has occurred, and I'm not the one coming in hot today.
I am kind of annoyed. I'm gonna, because last night I went and saw Godzilla X Kong, Godzilla Kong. You know, it depends on how you adopt the anime naming convention, how you're gonna
Yes,
say
the Godzilla Kong crossing. Got it.
yeah, Godzilla Cross Kong, whatever. And it was perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable movie. It's exact. Oh, hey, welcome, Brahma. Thanks
Hey,
for
what's
being
up?
here. I noticed that Brahma was the one who didn't say he was going to be here on time, and he's here. So thank you for that.
Some of the company didn't show up, so I didn't
Nice.
get stuck.
Nice. Yeah, and luckily without the company, Brahma won't have to come up with an excuse to play the music trivia later and get called out by his family.
I'm still defending
Exactly.
champion. I'm defending champion forever.
Forever.
I did notice that we had a comment on a couple episodes back, someone who said that you would vouch for them to come play the music trivia. I think that,
Oh, yeah?
I think that is someone who is related to you. So you should check that. Courtney was the commentary name, a YouTube name, something.
It's Courtney?
Yes, that one.
No, she's on 70s show all the time.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't
It's
remember
Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well, share the link, whatever. I think the music trivia is fun, so I'm good with that, especially if Mad and doesn't show up.
Yeah, she used to play in punk bands.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got a.
So she hung around the whole punk scene and the whole rock scene in the 80s.
We've got a relatively open door policy until Mad starts pissing people off and some kind of Cold War comes down.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Smokey's answer. It's Godzilla 10 Kong. So, and Bride of Slender, that goes for you too. You can get on a mic that's actually live instead of being tape delayed if you ever wanted to. I look forward to the stream of obscenities that might come out as you and your spouse argue over the answers. So all right, so to why I am actually annoyed more than Slender today is because I went and saw Godzilla X Kong, and it was exactly basic review. It's a Godzilla movie. It's a King Kong movie. If you know what you're getting, this is like the fifth one in. It's taking that up to the next. It's just adding more monsters,
Upgrading.
more stuff for them to fight. A little, you've got a little King Kong. It's exactly what.
Yeah,
you'd
dude,
expect
but when
from
they
seeing
give
the
King
trailer.
Kong the Army of Darkness hand, I can't help but think to myself, have we gone too far?
I like to.
There's a reason for it in the story.
They actually explain it, and I told my wife about it, I dubbed it the Power Glove. I was like, they give King Kong a power glove. Because it reminded me of the scene in that movie The Wizard where they run into the kid who has the power glove, and it's like, look at this thing,
Lucas.
it's so amazing. Yeah. But
that thing was the worst piece of crap ever made.
Yeah, it never worked.
Except
Yes,
for
was.
Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy was where it actually made people go blind.
Yeah, the power glove was a piece of shit. It was just like, it never, it didn't work at all. It had like 3 games where it was supposed to really, have
Rad
those
Racer.
like, Yeah, where it had like that infrared sensor for you doing the steering. It just and it never worked. But the glove that King Kong has does work and actually comes in handy. So it's and it works out fine in the movie. You just go with it, and mentally you're already, if you're buying into it, you're fine with how they explain it. In fact, it actually makes a lot of sense the way they explain it, given
Yeah.
the in the monster verse, King Kong verse, whatever we call it. What I will
The
say,
kaiju verse.
the kaiju verse, what I'm annoyed about, and is everybody's giving this one a pass for just being a good time and not having to think too much, and they're shitting on Ghostbusters, and I'm like, they're the same. They're just summer popcorn movies. Each one did exactly what it was supposed to. Why is one getting a pass and one isn't? And it doesn't make sense to me, because some of the stupid stuff happening in Godzilla X Kong is just as stupid as any of the stupid stuff in Godzilla. But in Ghostbusters, but we let one go and we don't the other. That's
Action
what
movies tend to get a pass more than, I don't know what we call Ghostbusters anymore.
it's an
It's
action
not a comedy. It's
It's
not
a it's a family
It
action.
was closer
comedy.
to a dramedy in this. It did not feel. It did not feel like there was that much action in it to me.
I don't know. It's an action comedy to me. So it's
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't
I
know.
felt like there was a lot of action in it. We had the what do they call it? The gunner seat. They had the gunner seat come out. They were chasing monsters.
They
I
open
guess
up
all the
with
same shit you see in every Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
they open up with the chase scene. They have in the middle, they have the fight at the library. And then they have, there's three big action sequence with a couple smaller one in between.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
It just,
uh,
I don't
it's
know.
as much as you got out of Lethal Weapon, and that was an action comedy.
Don't you ever compare Lethal Weapon to anything ever again. Lethal Weapon is in a league of its own.
No, but I'm just saying that if you think back to Lethal Weapon, it didn't have that many action set pieces.
I would have to have seen it.
Yeah, I haven't
Wait,
watched
hold
it
on,
in a
no,
long time.
time out. Did Brahma
Wait,
just say-
what?
Yeah, I think Slender just caught up to that. Did you say you haven't seen Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
What? How about Lethal
I
Weapon
don't think
2?
I've ever seen it all the way through.
Lethal Weapon 3?
None of them.
Lethal Weapon 4?
No.
Oh man, they're all so good. Even Lethal Weapon 4 is great because they fight Jet Li.
Hold on, Slender, you have a problem in your own household.
Not the first one? Bullshit. She's seen it. She doesn't. She knows not what she says.
Maybe she's talking about the number of action scenes in it. Maybe she's saying the first one doesn't have as many action scenes, but the rest
It's
do.
hard to gauge with that tape delay. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought so. You saw Godzilla Kong 2 as well, Brahma?
Yeah.
Was that your homework for comics?
No, just I actually like the MonsterVerse stuff. The way I look at it, Godzilla -1 is the cinematic Godzilla, and this is the just fun, mindless Godzilla. I mean, everybody seems like they feel like they need to take sides on the two Godzillas. I don't. I like both.
I mean, the only Godzilla that needs to be eliminated from anything is the 98,
The America Godzilla.
the one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
That is
The not
that-
Godzilla.
That one is the ridiculous one that needs to go away, where they somehow decided Jurassic Park was really popular with raptors, so we're gonna somehow make Godzilla have raptors by making
What was the other
raptor-sized
monster
Godzillas.
movie around that time? Was it Cloverfield?
Oh, that was a few years later.
A few years later.
Wasn't
yeah.
the idea that eventually Godzilla was going to fight the Cloverfield monster? Wasn't that why they did that movie?
I don't remember
I
that.
think the reason they did Cloverfield was because it was a low budget way to do a
Found
monster
footage
movie.
shaky cam
Yeah.
monster movie.
Found footage was the movie style du jour for low budget at the time. Like,
Yeah.
it was, plus remember, it was J.J. Abrams produced Bad Robot. So of course you never get to see the monster. You never get an explanation for why it's there. It's all the all the hallmarks of J.J. Abrams in a found footage
That's
movie.
not necessarily a bad thing. And this is, I think, where me and Brahma butt heads a little on the new Ghostbusters. Was like, I don't need to know where this fucking monster came from. I don't need a whole backstory. Okay, it's pure evil and it's scary and it's gonna do bad things. That's all I really need to know sometimes.
That wasn't my argument. My argument was they did give it a backstory, and then they just ignored the backstory. Once it actually started,
Are we gonna go into the whole
once it actually
it's
started
freezing
attacking,
in fear can't possibly
it
be a
didn't do
metaphor?
anything that they said. Well, they
froze
showed it
you.
freezing people in fear.
No,
Well,
it froze them, like literally froze them.
well, I will say Godzilla's coming in hot though. Look at this. It's overperforming royally. The estimates prior to today's numbers coming in, the estimate was that it was gonna make around 50 to 55 for the weekend, and
You
it's
know
already
what's
moved
kind of
up to
sad about
67.
this is its numbers probably got pumped by the last Godzilla.
The Godzilla
By -1,
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe.
Well,
everybody liked -1 so much. Another Godzilla movie comes down the pipe a month later, and everybody wants to go see it because they like -1 so much.
This one is definitely much more in the vein of the like 60s, late 60s and 70s Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Was it Shoho or when they were making those movies? Where it's just full of kaiju all over the place. You got Godzilla fighting everybody. I mean, they started that with King of the Monsters, which was cool.
Well, I do like the fact that in order to get King Kong on even the same level as Godzilla, they had to turn him into Mecha King Kong.
He held his own with
With
his
his
axe last time. The reason the Mecha King the Mecha
Dude, the
King
axe was
Kong,
stupid. I'm sorry. The axe was stupid.
I thought it was a good representation that as a primate he would be problem solving with tools more than the other kaiju.
And that extends into this movie.
Yeah, and the Mecha King Kong is actually not to address Godzilla specifically. So, and I mean, in universe, it actually like nothing in that movie broke my suspension of disbelief. Like once you're settled into the Godzilla verse, this is let's see. There was Godzilla. Was King of the Monsters the sequel?
Godzilla King, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla v Kong. Now
Yeah,
Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah. So and if you count Skull Island, this is the fifth movie.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the Kong movies were technically in the same
Yes.
same thing. So
Yeah, so this would be the fifth movie where you're dealing with Monarch and the Titans as they call them and all that kind of stuff. So by 5 movies in, if you either accept the rules of the universe or you don't. So
And if you don't, why are you watching the fifth movie?
that's
and
what
gladly
I'm saying.
they trimmed back the humans a bit.
Yeah.
We didn't have Millie Bobby Brown. We didn't have.
Actually, she was the most insufferable of all. Like I didn't like that they even brought her back for Godzilla v Kong.
Yeah,
It was-
I mean they basically pared it down to a quartet of human characters that actually mattered.
And what's his name?
He didn't
You
watch
guys
the movie,
start
so it doesn't matter.
without me. For F's sake, I'm on my way. Ridiculous, outrageous, incomprehensible betrayal. That's true. I didn't.
We are almost 20 minutes into start time. Yeah, we're just gonna put the whole show on hold for 20 minutes for you, man.
To be no Slender. It's not even 20 minutes. He hasn't popped up on the stage. He said he's on his way. That means he'll.
Oh,
be
I
here.
know.
He may or
So
may
he'll
not
be here for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, Brahma, do you agree with? I thought Dan Stevens seemed like he was having a grand old time being in this movie.
Is that the guy that played Trapper?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
might know him from Legion on FX, or
Nope.
he was. I'm trying to think what else. Did you ever watch? God knows you probably didn't watch Downton Abbey.
I did.
Oh, he was the male lead for the first couple seasons.
Oh, he was the one that has the ridiculous car wreck.
Yes,
Okay,
because he wanted to go make movies, and that was how they wrote him off.
I don't think I even recognized him, but yeah, yeah, his character was interesting. They were a little bit too on the nose with it, with some commentary and some dress that he's wearing. But yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
was a
did
little bit
think
wacky.
it was funny with that in the movie they actually make an Ace Ventura reference
And he's basically
specifically.
dressed as Ace Ventura.
So, all right, so Matt is commenting back. Thank you, Bride of Slender. I don't know how you put up with that guy. Okay, he's adorable. I get it, but a little mean.
What Mad doesn't seem to realize is she said that he's a sorry Mad. Like, she's pointing out that he's being a sorry Mad right now.
I'm not sure
Did
that's
she
what we were to
did
take
she
from that comment.
did she use the voice to text again? Because I'm
Yes, clearly.
for shame.
For shame. So sorry,
Sorry,
Mad.
Mad.
No, it's oh for shame.
Oh, for shame. I take back everything. I don't even. Our chat is
I
very
have sown the
active.
seeds of chaos.
Now, Bride of Slender is gonna have to watch a Neil Breen movie to make up with it, make up for it,
Well, it's a good thing
Ew.
we got that new one coming.
where he fights the tiger who's his friend.
Yes.
I love how Mad forgets he's shown us that fight like 5 times.
Every single week.
He's so excited about it. It is good that this movie is exceeding expectations. I think it's a like I said, perfectly serviceable, but and on a regular movie scale, I'd put it at like a 6, where it's just 5 being completely average movie. This is a slightly above average, but on the like Godzilla movie scale, it's probably like an 8. Like it's actually one of the better ones of this franchise that they've made.
Yeah, I mean, well, especially out of the MonsterVerse. Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
up there with the top MonsterVerse stuff. I mean, again, there's the split between the two tracks for Godzilla. I mean, if you like the MonsterVerse stuff, yeah, this one's right up there. An 8, 8.5 kept my attention. It was fun. I mean, and there's a lot of action and a lot less people in this. I think that's the key. Is there's a lot less of the human story in this, and they focused a lot more on the monsters themselves, which I tend to like.
Yeah, what's interesting
Okay,
is if you
can
go.
confirm that at some degree she is using the voice to text, because I heard her saying, "I am sorry you guys are being mean meanie heads." And I don't know why I translated it to mini heads,
Mini
but
heads.
I like the way. Nice.
At least it went with mini MINI instead of MANY.
Out of all the movies in this Godzilla MonsterVerse they've done, the first one is the one that's most tonally wrong for compared to everything else. It's like very serious, very dour. It's got was it Aaron Taylor Johnson, whatever his name is, the one who's gonna be Craven and possibly James Bond.
Had
And
Vera Farmingham. Had
no, it's
Millie
yeah,
Bobby Brown.
and Anya. No, they weren't in the first one.
Oh, I thought they were. I thought that was the one where
No, it
they
was
were introduced with the guy from Friday Night Lights.
that was in the second one.
That's the second one. Okay.
Yeah, so the very first one was just Godzilla. It has Aaron Taylor Johnson as a soldier and Elizabeth Olsen as his wife, who's like a nurse.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
it's being very serious, and it's kind of showing you the human cost of a Titan attack. And you've got Ken Watanabe, like where he speaks perfectly acceptable English until he has to pronounce Godzilla and goes Godzilla.
Gojira.
And it's just like, oh, come on. It's like, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I even remember that one as part of the series.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mad.
I mean,
I
you're
like-
bringing back memories of it, but I completely forgot about that one.
He's like, I'm mad over here. I like the first one a lot, actually. I really like that dude, kick ass, love Savages with him and Taylor Kitsch. Both are two of my faves. Savages would be one of Mad's favorite movies because it's got a full-on bromance as the dudes have to bond to save Blake Lively, who is their mutual girlfriend.
Dude, Matt must
Oh, yeah,
really
I've
like
watched
I
that
Love
one.
You, Man.
Who doesn't like I Love You, Man? That's a great movie.
I mean, idiots don't like I Love You, Man.
I'm slapping the bass, man. Slapping the bass.
The slap on the bass.
What accent are you trying to do?
This is like a Jamaican leprechaun.
You know, it's funny because I feel like Mad could do the accents for that scene pretty good.
Possibly.
I feel like it's always a mistake to have Mad do an accent.
Unless it's Mario.
Unless you
he does video game Mario really well.
Yeah. And Italian Brahma Bull, apparently.
Yeah. So it doesn't look good because Slender, I'm gonna say Ghostbusters is nosediving down almost 70%. So unless it does really well internationally, I don't think it's gonna do, what it needs to do to really probably financially just on the box office justify a sequel. Now, whether Sony wants to pull a Star Trek and adjust the budgets down to like 70 million to do more sequels, because at like 65 to 70 million, the movies should make money versus like $100+ million budget that they gave this time. And
Well,
Dune over
and
here
and
is
the big
still
problem here.
holding strong.
Yeah, well, the big problem here is, I think Ghostbusters could have done a lot better, but, our entire sphere of the internet has just lambasted the fuck out of it. So I'm sure a lot of people that might have gone and seen it aren't going to.
All right, did she? I feel like it's always the best to have Mad doing accent.
You better keep an eye on those two, Slender.
I feel like with the voice to text function, Bride of Slender sounds like a mail order bride that you brought in. It's like, I feel it's always the best to have Mad.
I feel it's always best to have Matt doing accent. I like Matt doing accent.
Yeah, so perfectly served. Like, yeah, so that's the bottom line. If you liked Godzilla v Kong, you'll like Godzilla X Kong. It's a terrible title though.
Even the buddy up portion, where the preview that we've all laughed at about them running, it wasn't
Makes
as
sense.
bad.
No,
I heard we're doing accents.
Yeah, this Bride of Slender has commented, you may have seen this. I feel like it's always the best to have Mad doing accent.
I mean, yeah, I don't see any argument against that. I just started watching The Tourist on Netflix. It's an Australian movie about an Irish guy who loses his memory and someone's trying to kill him. A lot of accents being thrown around. I'm like, yay.
Oh, dude, I got an accent for you. Here's what I need you to do.
Is it the Jamaican leprechaun?
No. Do Godzilla Lost in New York asking King Kong for directions.
Ora, King Kong. I'm trying to find my way to the Apple Store. I need new charger. Gwar.
Roar.
Nailed it.
So that was your first
That was
mistake.
pretty good.
He's from Japan. He wouldn't be buying an Apple.
Wow. Mr. Nickpicky over here. Jeez, Mauler.
Yeah, dude, he just wants a charger. He,
Right?
his
My God.
his magenta lighting is getting a little dim.
By the way, Chad, that wasn't actually Godzilla. That was just me nailing the Godzilla impression. Just let everybody. I saw a couple of people there like, what? Is that Godzilla? How'd they get that on the opening night?
Bride of Slender has a comment. Just apparently we're all goobers.
I like goobers.
They're a good movie candy. They always sold very well. I'll say that. But
Anyway, yeah, I haven't seen this movie.
Wasn't my pick. I liked Bunch of Crunch as candy. That was my
Okay.
go-to for movie theater candy if I was gonna have candy.
Cool.
What'd you get? What are you like? Why are you sleeping on Bunch of Crunch? What's better?
I mean, if I'm having anything, it's just popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
You
with
won't
extra,
do that.
extra butter.
You won't get it once you know how it's made.
Don't care.
Well, why don't you not tell me?
You mean with the artificial soy byproduct that goes in there that we call buttery topping?
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
You don't know, like
Works for me.
The first time I had to refill the little butter dispenser, and I had to squeeze this container so the gelatinous substance came out because it wouldn't come out on its own. I was like, I'm never using this stuff again.
Good Lord, it's like Jesus coming to you and be like, "Yeah, heaven's cool, but you're not gonna like how they make your lunch."
I
Brian
don't
Slender
usually
has
get
advice
popcorn
from
at the
you
movie
that
theater anyway.
It's all
Japanese
vegan.
man comes from the diaphragm.
Comes from diaphragm.
Man, y'all are missing out on Shogun.
How are we
I wish I
missing
would have
out?
waited. I wish I would have waited like you guys, but I can't, man. I'm hooked.
I mean,
now.
I
gotta
wouldn't
watch it
have to
every
be
week.
missing out on Shogun, but somebody wants me to watch
Shogun.
3 Body Problem, or as I've come to call it, 1 more episode and it'll be good, I promise, problem.
I've managed to watch both shows.
Did
And
you see?
Godzilla?
What episode are you up to
Thanks,
on
Colin.
Three Body Problem?
I just finished
4.
episode 4 before this.
And we told him 5 was the one that everything starts getting actiony. And
Yes,
that
and
the
when
most
I
one?
told you
He
that I
hasn't made
hated
it
the
up.
first 2, you were like, well, the third one's going to be, it's going to change your mind.
Well,
And when
number-
remember what they said when I was 9 minutes left in the second episode. You got to finish.
Yeah,
the
they were
second
like, you just
episode.
got to watch
It-
that last 9 minutes.
It changes everything for you.
So all right, fine, let's go for it. Let's
No, I just want to let Chat know that Chad was simping so fucking hard for this damn show in
I
our fucking
really
DM
enjoyed
group.
it. I enjoyed it. I think
I brought
Brahma
up
enjoyed
one
it
little
too.
issue.
yes, I did.
I brought up one little issue, and this motherfucker is bending over backwards trying
Brought
to
up
explain
one
it.
little issue, and his mom got scared.
You saw it too, Slender, right?
and,
Oh, man.
and Chad, I need to remind you, I liked Frozen Empire, so don't think about your Frozen Empire trauma and come after me because I don't like 3 Body Problem.
No, I mean, Three Body Problem is a whole different end of the spectrum. It's very intellectual sci-fi, and it
It's
to me,
not my kind of movie
it's
or
kind
show,
of like
I guess.
it's kind of like the Jaeger bomb of series. You know, you're like, yeah, Jaeger bombs, and then afterwards, you're like, what was I thinking? That wasn't
Yeah,
a good
afterwards
idea.
you're like, I've got twins now. Damn it! What was I thinking?
Not funny.
No, that's actually why I have twins is because of Jaeger bombs. So,
Because of Jaeger bombs, really? I didn't know you
Yep.
had twins.
mhm.
all right.
My youngest
so
are twins.
Oh man, of course it's the youngest. The oldest, there's never any more.
No.
So I've got scenes from episode 3 loaded up. I think the highlight scene that was the human computer that they were going with. That was a pretty interesting display and concept.
Yeah, and how did they know to turn the signs?
Yeah, this made zero sense to me. This
Yeah,
is not how
this-
computers work.
Yeah, this was the dumbest fucking thing in the
Yeah.
whole movie to me, or the whole show to me. I hated it.
Because
Well, it's all
it-
binary. They're either
what
on
the
or they're
fuck?
off.
Yes,
what does that
and how
even
did they
mean?
know? Yeah, like how did they know to turn on or off? Did someone tell them? And if so, why did they do this calculation in the first place? Because someone already wrote these numbers all down somewhere.
If I'm standing out there and I got my little sign, how the fuck am I supposed to know which side I'm supposed to be holding up? I guess.
The same way an actual computer tabulates things. It gets the data input. It processes it.
Where
Where's
is
the
the
data
data
input?
input?
That's the point. This was dumb. Like it sounds really cool and it looks really cool, but if you take
Right.
5 seconds to think about it,
Exactly.
it makes no fucking sense.
So
But that's a runner throughout the series, though. If you take too much time, because this makes the headset seem reasonable.
so they're short. They're
Well, this
they're
is in the
shorthanding.
headset. This is a representation of their civilization. It's not
Yeah.
the actual civilization. They're
I-
giving the
I
story
get it,
of how
sort
they
of.
progressed, even though they get destroyed over and over and over.
I understand that, but if I'm standing there and I got this VR helmet on and they're like, "Oh, look at this! You've made like a human computer," I'm like, "That's not how that shit works. What the fuck is this? Who programmed this? Why am I here?"
I mean, technically, who programmed it were 2 other humans.
Yeah. I think
No, not
were
technically, because it's all in the VR system. So it was
No,
the
there-
aliens.
That
No,
was
there's-
the
there's
other
two
two
other
guys'
players.
solution to the
right
thing.
here. These were two other players that were playing at the same time as our lead.
Wait a
as
minute,
the
but
lead
weren't their
character.
names like
Just like these ones had.
Yeah, they named
Everybody had to
themselves
pick a
after
name
random
from
shit.
history.
Yeah.
Oh,
they had
okay,
Historical
okay,
names.
okay,
So they
okay.
went with Alan Turing, and what was the other one? Was it was who did calculus? It's
I can't remember who they used for it.
was it who's the inventor of
Calcutio, right?
calculus?
Calcutio?
No, it's an English.
Calcutio?
Yeah, he's like Mercutio.
Calculator EC?
Calculatron. He was one of the Decepticons.
Yeah.
But
He
he
was like
turned
the
rogue
Texas-
and he brought calculus to humanity.
Yeah. And in this calculated form, it was the Texas Instrument one, the
Isaac
giant
Newton.
one.
It was Isaac Newton, which is another nice reference to the end result, which was the gravity. With the three suns going into alignment.
Sure. It does the data input or it gets the hose again. That was good.
Would you do me? I'd do me.
Would you compute me? I'd compute me. I'd compute me so hard.
Flash
doing
that
that?
sign.
Just don't ask too many questions about how it works.
One.
Two. Wait, no, not two. 0?
So in the books, they make a point about how the Santi won't ever give any technology to humans. The TV show has seemed to, for the sake of making it more cinematic, at least the Western version of the TV show, Tencent did a Chinese version, has shorthanded two things that make it more plausible, which is the VR headset.
How does that make it
And-
more plausible to have alien technology there's no way could have been built here on Earth?
No, I mean, no, it could be built on Earth, but it would take giving
technology.
given the information on how to build it from the Song-T,
But
who are the
hold on.
aliens.
No, because in the show, god dang it, I told you not to make me go rewatch this shit. In the show, they talked about how the material, I mean, even what it's made out of is impossible. Did they not talk about how?
Based on what we know today.
They talked about how they never talked about it being made out of anything impossible. They talked about
Okay.
how they couldn't see anything as far as like inputs.
Right.
It didn't hook up to anything. It seemed
Right.
to have
No
its own
battery
self-contained power source. And old boy, who, spoiler alert, but we've already put it at the bottom here, who isn't in the show anymore. He said it was 100 generations ahead.
In terms of the
tech.
tech of
Yeah.
actually having sensory.
So
Input.
what you're positing is that the one of the cell phones, I don't know if Slender knows this, one of the cell phones gave the information to people in their cult to make it?
The
The
cell phones.
Sophon. The Sophons.
He
Yeah.
knows exactly what it is.
Yes,
I
and
actually-
yet to talk to them, you're still using an old fucking squawk box from the 70s.
Because
Yeah.
all right.
Because
of
they're using the
the tanker
the
that
satellite
they-
dish.
yeah.
to bounce it off of the sun.
No,
So
no,
the
no,
whole
no, no,
idea-
no, 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 no. Hold on.
Yeah,
The
but then
no.
theoretically, that conversation would take 8 years to
no,
happen.
but that's not who he's having a conversation with. He's conversation with the other one of the cell phones that are here on Earth.
I would assume so. Yeah, I just don't know
Sophons.
where they are.
They're everywhere.
There's two Sophons that can cover the entire, and they either one of them.
Oh,
is
they're like
capable of being-
replicants.
You haven't got to the episode where they explain it yet.
They come in pairs.
Of course.
They did
Of course.
quantum entangled pairs so that they could have instantaneous communication between the two Sophons.
Between vast spaces.
Yeah. It actually
Right,
it all
but
makes sense
but hold on, but
scientifically.
I thought we were talking about the homeboy on the boat talking to the Lord.
Yeah. So
That's
That
what
is
I
him
thought.
just
When the-
talking to a cell phone.
yeah, no, he started. All right, you got to understand the Sophons weren't there at the very beginning. They
No,
just-
the
I'm just talking
Sophons have
about
been
who he's
here
talking
since, like,
to.
1982 or 1983.
I'm just talking about when he's talking to someone over the intercom system in
He's-
present day.
okay. I'm going to explain it. Stop interrupting. They started this process in the late 70s, very early 80s. And when they did that, they set up the tanker with that giant satellite dish because that's how they could communicate at the time. And that's so why he started with using the friggin' push to talk old style transmitter. The Sophons were being built by the Santi and had to be sent to Earth, and they weren't there immediately because they had to construct them, and then it took them 4 years approximately from when they finished construction to sending the two Sophons to the Earth. So Brahma's right that I think they, timeline wise, they probably weren't, the Sophons weren't here until probably the mid 80s, maybe even a little later than that, because
Right.
there's construction time as well. So the reason he still talks to them on the Squawk Box is because they make a point, and you see this through the episodes where he's in. He's a fucking true believer, religious zealot of this type. So this is how he started doing it. So he's still doing it that way because that's how he first communicated with his Lord, and that's how he's going to keep communicating
Ah,
with his Lord.
And now it's instantaneous
That-
because
okay.
of Sophon, but he's
I,
still.
I will.
Yeah.
I will concede that point then, because it's like the priest and the cat, right? You know what I'm talking about? That is a whole paratable like this. So there was this priest, and every day he would go pray, but this cat wouldn't shut up for him to pray, so he'd go tie it to a tree. I don't know why. This is what he did. Anyway, this would happen over and over again, and soon the cat died, and another cat was there, and same thing happened. The tree was replaced, the priest died, but then other priests kept doing it, and then eventually this became an actual religion, a religious
A tenet of the like a
right, yeah.
practice.
So whenever they would go pray, they would tie a cat to a tree, even though the origin of it was because this dude was just pissed off about this cat. What's up, Steeg?
See that it's funny that you bring that up because there are two examples in the book that they didn't bring up
turkey.
in the show: the
Yeah,
turkey
they-
story and the 2D paper, and
They
that would
sorta-
actually fit with what what you're talking about.
They shorthanded one of them a little bit when she was having her dinner with Raj's family, and she did the pita bread or whatever.
Yeah.
But so what Brahma's talking about is one of the big examples they use in the book is if you're a turkey and you live on a farm, at 10 a.m. every day, you get fed. The farmer comes out and puts the feed down. So if this is all you know, scientist turkey, the scientist who's living with the turkeys, would then posit to everyone that it is a fundamental law of the universe that at 10 a.m. they get fed. That's what happens at 10 a.m. every day.
It's
Until
happened every
Thanksgiving.
day. It'll happen forever.
Until they get to Thanksgiving, when at 10 a.m., instead of being fed, the farmer comes out and slaughters them all for Thanksgiving.
Well, Soul Assassin, I don't think Mads can regain his 90s music knowledge honor tonight because I'm pretty sure
Okay.
we're doing 85 music.
Oh, what the? Who made that decision? Are you serious? Why did I come here? I found a new show that I was really enjoying, had all kinds of accents happening in it. By the way, it's not my 90s music knowledge. It is my 1995 top 30 hits knowledge. Let's be
very specifically. That year, not a good year for me.
Not a good year for me, though.
No. But so that example, that story is used to illustrate that things we are putting down to being scientific laws are only things we have observed to date and haven't been contradicted. So
it's a dumbing down of, it's an analogy for physics itself. Because, I mean, everything in physics is looking at scientific laws that they're coming because they've observed the same thing over and over and over and over. But
Well, yeah,
that's just
but
because we've never seen different.
But yeah, no, you come up with a hypothesis.
we roasting
you-
a turkey.
You have some type of study or some type of experiment to prove your hypothesis, and then that will be seen if it can be replicated by other people using the
Yes.
same dynamics that you do.
Right.
Which is what the Sophons are tasked with breaking.
Right.
That's how they're
yeah.
destroying
yeah.
physics.
I
Which is
just don't-
interesting, yeah. Because
Never mind, I can't talk about that.
big guy over there, he takes on the name Francis Bacon, and he was the one who was kind of one of the
Right.
fathers of the modern scientific method. So,
By
but
the
that-
way, I love that on the cover, on the thumbnail for this show, it's him with the headset. He doesn't make it halfway through the fucking season.
He doesn't make it through episode 3.
No, he doesn't.
Like I
But,
said,
I mean-
that's 33% of what I liked about the show gone. So
I really like Saul and Will, even though Will is soft, like super soft. I just like the
know.
broness of it.
Will is soft and Saul is fucking useless. Like,
He is now.
my God, they
Where
go out
you
of their
are.
way to display how fucking pathetic he is.
It comes back around, but
Yeah.
that
Hopefully.
Augie, whatever the fuck her name is insufferable.
She's, I think, meant to be insufferable.
Pretty
Really?
much every
Yeah.
female character in this show is insufferable to some degree or another.
But they go out of a way to try to make her look like, see, look how great of a person she is. She's helping these poor brown people with their water.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
not in episode 5.
Well, and then there was the scene where I don't remember. I don't know the female names, but the one who made the nanofiber or whatever.
Augie, that's
And-
what I'm talking
Augie.
about.
That's
Yeah,
what we're talking
and-
about.
And her boss was like, listen, okay, we can pull your work visa and send you back home because you don't come here on a work visa and not fucking work. And I was like, yes, based, send that bitch home.
Yeah.
The problem was she was the one who had the breakthrough knowledge on that. That's why they were giving her the countdown and not other people. They are
Yeah, but
specifically targeting.
you don't
the
live in
ones-
the country on a work visa and not fucking work.
Well, she ends up getting a different job and she gets to stay.
She
And
scrub
She gets to
toilets.
stay.
And
But then
does-
she leaves.
Oh no, she does a really, really good job in episode 5. Like a
my
really
God.
good job.
Well,
Oh, of course.
We're talking about 3 body problem soul assassin.
And that's the one that's going to make me like it, right?
I think
That-
if you,
I'll say this.
Mad,
It
will
is
you vouch for the end of episode 5?
absolutely not. What I will say is it's worth getting through the first 4 to get to this one.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess
And-
if I'm
and-
4 deep, I may as well go for
Might-
5,
just
right?
One more, yeah. And if you give up
Never
at that
mind
point,
sunk cost fallacy. We're going for it.
yeah, and if you know you don't feel like going to 6, I'd say abandon it.
All right.
That's just me, man.
So the big reveal for episode 3 here. I'm trying to get to where's a good visual of it. Is that these two find out from playing the game.
It's
Doesn't-
weird how he looks like he's 12, but 60 at the same time, you know? Like everything
Look,
about
it's-
him looks like it doesn't fit. He's been put together by using parts from other people,
He's still got all of his baby fat. He never grew into it.
right?
Yeah,
I bet he has
he
his
looks
baby
like he
teeth.
might have a little bit of Down syndrome or something.
Oh, I mean, he's got the same look he had in Game of Thrones. So
Maybe
Like, he
even
looks
slimmed
young.
down from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think he slimmed down from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he looks young, but he also looks a little older. But he looks like he
Right.
might be a little, frittata strong.
Kind of like Eli Manning with
Eli
that,
Manning.
yeah, with that dormant Down syndrome gene.
fuck you, 2
Yeah.
Super Bowls. You know who didn't win 2 Super Bowls during that time?
So
The
we can move on,
Cowboys.
right? Won 5.
Well, no,
Not during the Eli Manning era.
not since 1995, right?
still
Don't twist it
counts.
too far back.
Anyway, so the big reveal in episode 3 is that the video game is a tool for you to basically learn empathy for the aliens, the Santi who are coming. They got the message. They're 4 light years away, and they can spin up their spaceships to just about light speed. So it's going to take them a little over 4 years.
No, 1% of light speed.
1%.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a
400
hell
years.
diver. You know how I feel about aliens.
Yeah. So, well, the aliens feel that way about you too.
Good.
Yeah, Emperors. It is very last
Well,
Starfighter
they do and
because
they
it's
don't.
a recruitment tool.
They do and they don't. They do think of us as bugs, and they do say they want to kill all of us, but they don't really put any effort into that.
Yeah, and that was another thing that kind of like bugged me. Like, dude read the Little Red Riding Hood over their little fucking
Oh,
squawk
yeah.
box, talk box.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the aliens are like, wait, you guys lie? Oh,
Right?
fuck. We have changed our mind about everything humanity has to
It-
offer.
No,
You
it
guys, you're a
makes-
problem.
It makes
Well,
perfect
that's
sense.
exactly what would happen
Yeah.
if you're dealing with a hive mind that they cannot
Can't-
be deceptive in any way.
But
They have
they're-
instantaneous communication via thought, so they don't they have no ability.
Right,
for
but they
subterfuge
didn't
or
know that
lying.
about humans
No,
before.
they didn't.
No,
they
listen,
didn't.
there's a difference between not being able to do something and not understanding the concept of said
Yes.
thing.
I can't understand abstract concepts like this is a story demonstrating a thing that may be foreign to me, but I had no idea, despite having access to all Earth's knowledge and everything they've ever done or said.
Because until someone sat there and explained that it was being deceitful and lying,
Well, then how
Right.
did they just?
So they've never watched people go, "Hey, man, I won't cheat on you," and then that girl cheated on him.
Yeah, they never
What
watched
is
Jerry
that?
Springer.
It's like they do
They're-
things that they say they weren't gonna do.
they're not focused on that. They're focused on blocking our science and working with.
No, but they're also about
But they've
learning
been watching
all
us
that we
for
know.
years.
Yeah, study your enemy. They're like, man, is the Earth flat or not? I can't decide. There's some people on the internet saying it is.
Like,
Also, this whole VR thing is a story. This is
here's
telling
my
a
thing.
story.
There's not even a problem with them saying, "Holy shit, these things are capable of lying." That's a real fucking problem. My problem is how it came to be that they understood that about humans. Because somebody was reading them Little Red Riding Hood,
But
and
he was
that's
a wolf.
when they finally connected those dots.
It's the same way you teach a child about that. That's
No,
because
it's the
that-
dumbest
lies
fucking
and
thing in the world.
deception.
These aren't children. They're an advanced
They-
race of super intelligent
when
beings.
it comes to the idea
You don't
of
know that.
lying and subterfuge, they are effectively children.
Yes.
They have no concept of it.
And despite observing mankind lying for
Yep.
many, many years, decades, maybe longer, they never realized that's what it was until someone said the word.
Yes.
How have they observed mankind lying?
The cell phones.
They
have been
never
here
saw
for
a country
minute.
go, "Hey, by the way, we're going to have your back if we ever go to war." And then that country went to war and they were like, "Ooh, sorry, we
But
can't
didn't
have
they
your
also-
back."
They're-
It's not a
Did
good
they also
time
talk
for us."
about?
They
didn't
are
they
not
al-
looking at any of that.
No,
You
they
stop.
They're
are.
looking at
they
all of
said
it.
They
They
did
are
say it.
focused on science.
No. They said that they took all the human dollars on the internet and shit. And they took all that so they could better understand humans.
You know that everyone knows that everything on the internet is true.
That's my problem,
Yes,
though.
and there are never
So that
contradictions
wouldn't have
on the
taught them
internet that
anything
might
about
lead you to
lying.
believe that someone's saying something that's not true knowingly.
Wait, is this dress purple or white? The internet is telling me both.
And they'd say, okay, it's both then. That's
Okay, the
you're
Earth
getting
is both
too-
round and flat.
I am
This,
telling
this
you.
is my point. Like, you may really want this to work, but Little Red Riding Hood causing an intergalactic incident does not work.
It actually, I think it works perfectly. fine.
Elvis is dead but alive. He's an alien, like one
The
of us.
Well, maybe he's just
Sophons-
dehydrated.
And this is something that you're gonna. I mean, if they continue the show, the Sophons do not have infinite knowledge and capability. They might project that they can do everything, but they can't. They have to focus on specific things at specific times, because that becomes a plot
Right.
thread later in this series. That one of the ways humanity has a survival method is that the Sophons can't focus on everything at once. They have to focus on specific targets. That's the same reason that they usually do like one scientist at a time has a countdown, or a couple scientists at a time, because there's two Sophons, because they actually have to focus their direction
Attention.
on something. It's like the NSA. The NSA collects all information, but they have to kind of decide
But-
to focus on something to actually pull out anything relevant.
Didn't they
Right,
have
but if you have a
pay-
hive mind, you don't have to focus on one thing.
But
but
yeah,
this
but
is-
Because
it's a
everybody's going to know it.
this is at the cell phones that are here. But what about they were able to put a petabyte of information on that hard
You're
drive?
jumping ahead episodes before.
No, I'm just saying.
Slender's
I'm just
even seen
saying
it.
that is a lot of information for them to have,
Yes,
for them not to understand
that was
storytelling. Even
That
though
was
they are
not
telling a story
not
through the
information,
VR.
That
But they're
was
telling this story through VR, though. Is this not a
this is
story?
this is their own history. That you are playing a simulation of their history. Didn't you notice after every one the Sophon
Oh,
came out and said civilization number whatever died in this
right.
way?
Okay, but
This
here's the
isn't
problem.
this isn't anything. They're not thinking it's fake. This is just a simulation of
But
their history.
hold on. But no, but then no, that's wrong though, because if this is the actual history of their planet, these two humans, these two dum-dums on the screen right now, they weren't there.
Do you
Because it's a
understand?
simulation.
Because they're
Oh,
letting
okay,
them
so it's
Teach
not
people
real?
about the history.
So it's not real.
So
I
they
think
fabricated this whole thing?
so. I think it's a very easy distinction for someone to say a simulation is not subterfuge and lying when you're simulating history.
Most storytellers would tell you otherwise.
I mean, I just feel like if you're inserting two characters that were not there at that event, I feel as though that's kind of a story you're telling. You're having outside elements interact with your true history,
Look at Tina.
changing it into something
This
else.
discussion is why I watch the MCU. I never have to question that nonsense because it's not supposed to make sense.
I don't disagree with you there. I think the idea that it's like trying to teach a child the concept. Children are born knowing how to lie. By the way, that's
Oh, they're
that's
horrible.
a basic human instinct.
Yeah.
Human
And-
instinct.
Yes,
Human.
but here's the thing. This incredibly advanced race that made this simulation to test people that might be able to help it on its trip. Clearly, they are able to understand abstract concepts.
And they're also
Why is
lying.
lying such a shock to them?
But if you think about
Because
it,
they
they're
didn't
lying
know
to the
that-
people as
They
well,
didn't know
though.
that the humans were lying.
It's a simple abstract they would have recognized in humanity a long time ago if they studied humanity. They didn't need someone to explain it to them through Little Red Riding Hood.
Everything about the VR is a lie. They aren't really there. They aren't really feeling
Oh my
these
god!
things.
Simulation is different than lying.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to explain it. Okay.
Okay. I will explain it again. A simulation where you allow someone to observe the true history of your civilization so they can gather information for themselves to reach a conclusion that makes them empathize and support you is not lying.
But this
It
is an
is-
observation. They are actively engaged with their history, as if they are affecting what happens to these civilizations personally.
If you
No,
pay-
as if they're taking on the roles of the scientists who actually figured out from that civilization what was
Oh, so they're
happening.
pretending to be the people that actually figured it out.
The whole it's so much easier if you guys actually read the books, because we're talking about a TV show that
I don't know anything about the
condenses
books. I can only
everything
base it off of
down.
what I see. I can only base it on what I've seen in the show.
the show makes it perfectly clear that they are being brought in so that they can.
Wait, you're telling me that the show is different than the books? So the show is lying too?
Now you're just
I
trying
don't
to fuck
trust the
with me.
show.
I know.
Yes, I am.
I think I won, Slender, if you heard that silence after I said, so they're pretending to be those scientists.
The Sophons are letting them take on gamer names, gamer tags.
Right. Yeah, they're non-real
operate-
names.
To operate, yeah, but that's not necessarily lying to be given an assigned ID to operate in a VR environment.
So you're telling me that they could grasp the simple abstract of using a different name to represent yourself in a simulated environment, but they couldn't understand the abstract of telling someone something that isn't necessarily true.
If you listen to the parable that he was talking about with Little Red Riding Hood, one of the things that's getting across is that it's subterfuge in order to eat the girl. So you are hiding your true intentions in order.
So
to
why don't
destroy.
they direct that mistrust at wolves then? Like, why don't they go, ooh, we don't trust wolves. We're going to have to get rid of all the wolves before
Because
we
you
it
can
listen to
wasn't
the
wolves
conversation-
that invited them to the
Yes.
planet.
And then in the conversation, the Sophon says, "Do humans lie?" And
But-
Evans says, "Yes, all humans." And this is the mistake he says. He said, "All humans lie. And then the Sophon said, so even you lie? And he said, yeah, from time to time I do. And from that meant that even the person that they've had the most contact with, the most trust with, has now told them that he
Can't be
lies
trusted.
and
What about-
therefore cannot be trusted. And that's when they cut off communication and
And
completely
stop
decide
helping all of them in the yellow.
and decide that there's not any humans worth continuing to like coexist with. That's
But-
when they say we can't coexist with you because all of you are liars. You know, like if you tell us
So-
all of you are liars, we can't coexist with you.
Real quick, hold on. So if they're a hive mind, right? Basically, they all share the same thoughts, same goals, same everything, right?
Mhm.
Not a true hive mind. They
Of course not.
Well, because you have the, the one
Well-
alien that warned, what's her name, about them coming. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm a
don't-
pacifist on my
don't
planet.
contact us.
Don't contact them. So it's
Yeah,
weird
and no,
that
in the
they're
book,
acting
they,
as the.
no. They
No,
in
I'm-
the book
not the
they
book.
address that.
Oh my
no, but
God.
I'm gonna because you can't. They talk about what this thing, the Solarians can act independent. They just can't hide what they did.
They can't hide anything.
So when he makes a contact with any other Solarian, they all knew what he did, and he was punished for it immediately.
So, but what he said though, he was like, "Do not invite my people to your house, or they will, fuck
We
your
will
couch."
conquer you. We will
Yeah,
conquer
yeah.
you. We will take your planet. Where is the, wasn't that remarkably open of him?
Yes. So why are they lying to these people about how, no, you're the chosen one. We
They're
will
not-
protect
no.
you.
They said no.
They're not. They're still
they-
going to conquer and take the planet. They're just
they
going to
s-
let us
Yeah,
live.
they were gonna let the group,
Now they're not.
they were gonna let this group that was working with them. It's I mean, come on, Mad, you've studied history. You know, there's collaborators who get
Of course.
special treatment.
I don't know
That's
why
what-
they need them. They got the cell phones, and the cell phones. I don't know why they don't just wipe out
so-
humanity as it is.
Sophons are not omniscient. They are not omnipotent.
They're just
They still-
supercomputers the size of a proton.
They needed agents to take on and act on things because they can't read minds. They can only focus on specific things at a time. So they still needed agents within humanity to continue their overarching goal of stopping scientific advancement.
Right.
Well,
Except
and then we get into the 15 layers deep. This one guy told the Sophons that all humans are capable of lying, and then they said, "Do you lie?" And he says, "Yes, from time to time." Well, now they should probably be asking themselves, as a collective, since they're a collective, is he lying to us right now about all the other humans? Like, I mean,
Also,
this
they
is
were able-
levels of stupid inception. It really is.
The cell phones were able to take over 3 independent vehicles and take them over at a later point, right? So
They talk
they're
about how fast they move, man. They can move between the moon and the Earth in what, 3
my
3
my
seconds
point
or 3
being,
minutes?
my point being, they can manipulate different systems, computer systems, or what have you, and take them over. They do the same thing with the Biden Hogs collider thing or
Dude,
whatever.
they can invisibly go into someone's house, stab him in the neck, and then leave, and apparently never be on any of the
No, no,
security.
No,
no,
they
no,
didn't
no,
do
no,
that.
no, no.
happens.
That
That's
was a
different.
human.
That was a human. Yeah, that was a
So
human.
what they did was they manipulated the camera feeds and light.
Of course.
'cause they,
Right.
From 4 light years away.
No, they are not 4 light years away. The Sophons
He's
are
not
on
far enough to know any of it.
Yes, that's
So they
what
have super technology on Earth.
Yes. You have to
I mean,
watch-
these people can apparently turn out the stars.
Yes.
They
Well-
can make it appear that way.
that way, yeah.
Right.
If you watch like episode 5 is the explainer.
So how are they going to lose again?
That's the point.
That's
There's
that
a
was
lot
my
of people
point.
who
They're
don't-
way too OP.
Okay,
You
so
guys
Th-
have-
This,
do
you guys
this
have
is
this
why this
concept
show
that
is
they're-
stupid. Maybe the books are better, but the show is stupid because it's just
Yeah.
what question are we going to answer next? What
You've
question
already
are we gonna
decided
answer
the
next?
end of it, though, Slender. At what point did anybody say they were going to lose?
Exactly the thing. You need to read the book.
Oh, here we go.
no, everything is in the show if you pay goddamn attention and watch the whole season.
I watched the whole season. I
I'm
paid
paying
attention.
very close attention. I just
Then-
haven't been liking any of it because it's always okay. We'll explain to you later how this shit is possible, but for
No,
now, you
they
just
do-
got to be lost.
This isn't.
Did
this
you
isn't-
watch Lost? And have you
No,
watched?
I
Have you
didn't,
watched
because-
From?
I watched half a season of Lost and I hated it. I didn't watch From because it sounded stupid.
Then you're not going to like this. It at least gives you more answers than Lost or From as you go. It's not just everything's unanswered the whole damn season.
My issue
affected-
isn't the answers; it's just that there's so many different things that they do that doesn't make any sense to me at all, on either side. I don't get there. Because it
Kind of
just
agree.
doesn't make sense to me. I mean, has the eye popped up yet for him?
No,
Don't think so.
That's episode 5.
Ugh.
All right, here's the conversation that was causing so much trouble. Let's see if it copyright strikes if I play.
Oh, it will. In a
This
heartbeat,
doesn't cause
it'll
me.
copyright
This
strike
didn't
us.
cause any problems with me. You don't have to play it. I have no issue
Yeah.
with what happened in this. I'm not misunderstanding the scene.
No, I completely understand what happened. I just think it's stupid.
I just think it's interesting that you can't find it plausible that a race that has a hive mind mentality where they communicate via thought and haven't developed any
Right.
deceit because people instantaneously share their thoughts would
Dude,
not have
I
the
base it
concept
on-
of lying built in.
I base it on the fact that a well-learned, well-educated person, when you explain a simple abstract to them, they can understand that abstract and apply it in many different ways.
Well,
I
They
don't
can
understand why this hive mind that has demonstrated
Because-
the fact that they are all those things would not be able to understand a
Because
simple
it's-
abstract and apply it in many different ways.
It's not because it's not a simple abstract to a culture that has no
Oh,
concept
but
of
the-
lying.
Really,
the
how many
issue-
hive minds have you interacted
But
with?
hold on,
it doesn't
hold
seem
on,
like
but-
it'd be that hard.
but it contradicts itself when they have these players, quote unquote, come in and play a role that they did not live, but in their real history.
It's not a lie when you're just observing a simulation.
But they're not observing. They are actively involved in engaging with their history.
All
Okay,
right,
so if they had lost each level 50 to 100 times like they do in the actual book, rather than it just constantly is them figuring it out on the first try,
well,
would you
I
have
mean,
a
they
problem
show
there?
in
Yeah,
the TV
I still
show,
would because
Because it is them just figuring out what's going on from each time they play the game.
yeah,
It's not
and-
them solving the problems for them. It's them
No.
constantly
them-
dying in the game and figuring
Right.
out, oh,
Well,
this
not
is
really
what's going
dying.
on.
Not really dying though, right?
It is a simulation.
Yes, it is not true.
And then
I
there's
think-
the whole fact that they let the
Again,
one
you're
guy
getting
leave
hung
and
up
they
on the
said
fact
he
that
could leave
the-
if he wanted to, and then they hunted him down and murdered him. That seems kind of like lying as well.
No, that was a human who said that to him.
Oh, okay. Was it a human that worked for the collective?
Yes,
Hmm.
because
And the collective didn't understand that human was lying?
the human didn't lie. He said, "No, I don't want to join," so they killed him. That is not a lie in anything. You either join
Yes,
or you
but the
die.
girl that he was talking to said, if you don't want to join, you can leave.
because she's human and
She's
she
human.
lied to him.
Yes, and she works for the collective.
Yeah,
The
why would
collective saw her do that and didn't think that's weird. How did she
No,
do that?
The collective knew that if he didn't join, he was going to die, so they saw that she killed him.
Right, but she
followed
lied to
the
him first.
instruction.
Yeah, she lied to him.
They're not observing every freaking conversation every single
They're not
moment of every
omniscient
single
or
day.
omnipotent.
I've
So you
explained-
mean to tell me that
Well,
over
no,
the
the cell phones
decades that
are.
they have been involved with mankind, they never noticed any lies?
Yes,
That's fucking insane.
because they wouldn't have noticed. They're being
They
people.
would have noticed.
No, because they're interacting with one person most of the time. Mike Evans over here.
Mo-
when
most
he's
of the
just
time.
talking.
Most of the
We're
time,
putting
okay.
a lot of caveats
I-
on this.
I'm assuming. all
Or
right,
you
so
could watch
basically-
the show.
Yeah,
I
he-
have.
He's the only one directly talking to them. Fine, you're like that's the. They make a point of they don't let no one else on the boat talks with them, just him. He's
Okay,
the one who
cool.
knows the magic
He's a
hard
cult
drive.
leader.
Yeah, he's the cult
Right.
leader, and these guys are true believer, and he's adopted a full religious mindset around it. It is perfectly plausible that when they're just focused on stopping science, they don't give a shit about whether Bill Clinton's lying about banging Monica Lewinsky. They're worried about hadron colliders.
So they just walked
Just like it's
They
perfect.
just moved from Higgs Biden collider from his with her eyes
Higgs
closed, like
boson.
don't see anything, don't look at anything, don't hear anything.
They are not they have to focus on the things that are actually relevant to their main goal, which is stopping human scientific advancement.
Just like on their own planet, the only thing they ever focused on was how to survive.
Right.
Not how to develop anything, but technology that helps them survive.
Outside of the simulator.
Empress is a good point.
It's
And
helping
in
them
some of their
survive, and they were
observations-
already on their way when the simulator's built.
Yeah, and in any of their observations, they may have just thought was a human communication quirk until Mike Evans fully explained what was going on in this this fairy tale.
And that would be fine if it was in the show.
They don't have unlimited time, so they're giving you the
Oh,
point
okay.
which is relevant, which is when he explains what deceit and lying and all this is, and they decide we can't work with any humans. We need to cut this off.
Except we're gonna come back and work with them.
Except they
Wait, what
They
the
don't.
fuck are you talking
They
about,
don't?
Bride? So if
They
Slender
didn't-
was the captain of the Enterprise, Q might have a leg, just Q might have a.
that is definitely some
They
weird
don't just
thing.
cut. They don't cut them off though. They cut off.
They
these
literally
people's
they literally cut them off, but
except
yeah,
for when they literally go back to that chick, the blonde chick,
because
and have
that,
and give her orders.
that was after. All right, we're way down past where Slender
I'm
is.
just well, no, you said that they cut them off,
Yes,
but they didn't.
They did.
Because
That's why the countdown stops. They
I know.
stopped protecting the yellow.
Yeah, so what they did do at the end of the series was make a countermeasure to what the humans did. And when we get to that point, I'll explain why they brought that one chick back into the fold.
Well, I know
specifically.
why. I don't
know,
need
but
that explained.
But Slender's not. They do respond to stimuli, to data, to changes in situation. They had decided to be done with humans until they needed one again.
I just think it would be very easy for the cell phone to fuck up this planet.
So fun.
He's not going to correct it. And you
Yeah,
know
I
that.
don't know why you keep trying to correct him on
On-
this. He
Have you
actually
met- have you met
mispronounces
Mad?
things. Yeah.
I would have started pronouncing it correctly so long ago if you wouldn't have kept correcting me.
Yeah, now it's on
Now I'm just
principle.
digging in. Yeah, we'll see who outlasts who.
Oh, poor Chad. He's having a rough night, I think. We're pissing him off.
You are. I'm being cool about it.
Oh, okay.
I think as shows go, all the information's there. By the end of the series, they give you all the relevant explanations you need for everything that's happened in the show to date.
All
You say
major
that,
plot
This
but
is
lines.
my point. I understand that they explain everything.
They
That
don't.
doesn't necessarily mean I accept the explanation, or that I think it is a good explanation, or that I think it was good to keep me in the dark for so long and wait to give me the explanation until after my mind has already been fucked so thoroughly and royally. Like, none of these things are things I enjoy when I'm watching a show.
Then the show just might not be for you. That's what I said. I mean, it's
I
8
don't think
episodes.
it is, but somebody
Yeah,
wanted me to watch
But
it.
you need to at least get through episode 5. You've
And
already
that
made
is-
it this far.
In episode 5, that is the smallest of things that happens in the books.
Yeah, I mean, episode 5 is the giant exposition dump that gives you all the relevant answers for continuing the show.
Okay,
if you
that's
wanted
not
to.
gonna
While also
convince
having the
him to
most
look.
action of
Yeah,
all of
I
the
love
episodes.
exposition dumps.
I was about to say you're not going to convince him to watch episode
Yeah.
5. You're undermining.
Well,
your-
I'm not. I don't want to explain why it's a really very well done scene that I really enjoyed the way they did the exposition, because it was. I mean, it was pretty awesome the way it was revealed.
Nerd. The fucking boat scene is the best. That's why you watched episode 5.
You know,
That is
I
also
actually,
true.
Emperors, I liked the game Prey. I thought Prey was a lot of fun.
Ray, which one is that?
I don't know.
It's the one where you've got the weird smoke aliens that can turn into like coffee cups and shit.
What? Nope. Missed that
Yeah,
one.
it's pretty awesome.
Ooh, I'm a smoke alien. You know what I'm gonna do? Turn into a coffee cup. Got him.
Well, they turn into a coffee cup, and then like they gave the cup to like a scientist, and the scientist is like, "There's no coffee in this cup," and then the cup grabs his face and kills him.
Oh, it's like one of those like a chest in D&D.
Oh yeah, they're very much like that. The mimics.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically mimics. That's actually pretty much exactly what they are in that game.
Are they non-binary like Morph?
Definitely.
Anyway, so that's our 3-body problem talk. I hope we never do it again.
Well, we got.
I agree that Prey 2 was a missed opportunity. It did not have
All
good
right.
things.
If Slender can get through however many episodes he wants, we'll do it one more time next week and be done with it.
It's amazing.
Who knows? I mean, maybe episode 5 and 6, I'm going to come back loving it. And we're going to have to do 7 and 8 then.
It's amazing how this show has caused more fights between us than any Neil Breen movie I've ever made y'all watch. I just want to make sure you guys remember this.
I mean, there's no, because all of us except you acknowledge Neil Breen's movies are
Awesome.
horrendous.
I love Neil Breen's movies. Lil
Guys, y'all
Chad,
haven't seen
don't you
anything.
fucking try and put me on that boat.
Wait until you see the new movie. There is this
You mean
fight, right?
the
You're
Neil
not even
Breen-
going to believe it.
With
You're
a
never gonna
tiger?
believe it.
Is this
Yeah.
A white tiger?
the same Neil Breen that broke you and Bride of Slender so bad you had to start smoking in your house when you know you never did that?
That was just because we didn't want to step away
Because it was
and
so
miss any. Like, I didn't want to stop watching Neil Breen, and I didn't want to miss watching Neil Breen. That's why we smoked in the house.
That's right. Pretty much, Neil Breen can justify you doing anything.
Yeah. Neil Breen's why I quit smoking, so that I'd have more time to watch Neil Breen.
That's weird. He was the reason I started because it was like, after sex, I'm like, oh, that movie was so good. I need a smoke.
Were you by yourself?
I don't see the relevance of that question.
I
We
can
move
hear
on.
Bride of Slender in the other room when I say so that I have more time to watch Neil Breen. Her saying, no.
Look, now you lie. That's what she's saying. Soul Assassin, Breen believes in you. You know that Neil Breen actually follows Mad? That's how awesome Mad is as a fan.
We bros.
He's the only one I know that Neil Breen follows.
Yep. And I'll ban anyone in the chat that says different.
His Soul Assassin.
Did we give him
episode.
that authority? Should I take his wrench away?
I doubt I have one.
I think you do. I think,
I think we gave you a wrench.
It's always weird getting your wrist like I'm gonna fucking sit here and mod for people. Like what? I mean, you can. I appreciate the gesture.
I mean,
Yeah, you can give me a wrench. I'm not going to mod, but it does make me feel special.
half the the people who have wrenches are either on the panel or Tina.
I mean, on any channel,
Oh.
It happens.
Oh boy.
How many? By the way, Matt, are you gonna start your regular streaming schedule again? Is that happening?
I'm thinking about doing a little something on the new channel when it gets ready. That's it. I don't have anything else.
I
to
got one. Gave himself a wrench. That's a good one. Do you have an idea of a set schedule, or is it just going to be
What?
randomly?
I don't even have a name for the channel yet, but yeah, if anybody out there knows somebody that wants to come be the producer of a new channel, that would be awesome. Need help with scripts, with graphics and shit like that. And it's a pretty sweet deal I'm offering. So
The
if you want to
deal
hear
is-
more, hit me up.
Mad will not be paying you and expects you to do all the work.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, it sounds bad. Now I got to explain what it really is. No, all right. So the deal is, once we hit monetization, you get all the money to a certain. If we ever reach a certain level of, which this probably ain't gonna happen, we reach a certain level of revenue, right, coming in to the channel, then we can renegotiate and set a different percentage, right? So 50-50, what have you, right? But up until that point, it's all yours because I don't want to pay taxes until it's worth me going through the effort. Does that make sense? Until it is enough money to where I'm like, you know what? I'll pay taxes because this is enough, like to make it worth it. I don't give a shit about the money. Have it.
That doesn't make sense. Because
Huh?
I said this is the way you're like about that when it's not monetized.
We talking about
ignoring me.
practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
It's all
One
practice until
chance.
it's worth the money.
No.
If he had a cool thing to draw, the girl.
Yeah, I don't think he's looking for someone who can draw.
Whoa.
Oh, I thought that's what he meant.
No,
Sorry.
like title graphics and for the channel.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoa, your mic's getting loud.
It's because a
My
woman
mic?
started. Yeah, it's because the woman started speaking.
I don't know.
Do you see this, Mad? See if you can claim Mad TV.
That would be
I
good.
mean, it hasn't been on in a long time.
I was using Adobe, their AI image generator or whatever, and it had a problem with the name of the channel, Mad V World.
Mad World.
No, Mad
All
V World, like Mad versus the world,
I know.
like Batman v Superman.
I know. I was making a joke like the song "Mad World." That's a mad world. You could do a cover of that for your.
Okay,
theme
how's the
song.
volume now?
Oh, that sounds much better.
Weird.
Why weird?
That's how I can explain it. That TV was
My
lame.
volume is weird?
I mean, it sounds back to normal to me.
Okay.
Bride of Slender has apologized for. Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like we're making her apologize for talking.
I mean, we are, but that's
But
not
we sort of are.
I mean, if
So-
she did fuck up the volume, then
By the way, y'all hear about Louis Gossett Jr. R.I.P.
Oh, Chappie, yeah.
Huh?
From Iron Eagle.
Oh,
was
I thought
his-
you meant Chappie from the movie Chappie. I'm like,
No,
I don't think he
Chappie.
voiced that robot.
No, Chappie from Iron Eagle. Remember when I think I tweeted whatever the term for it is now, like that clip where after he goes missing and he plays the tape and he's like, if you're playing this, things went bad. He's just like, man, Iron Eagle is great. That was a good movie. Louis Gossett Jr. was. I mean, how helpful is it to help a teenager confiscate two American fighter jets, get them loaded
Well-
with missiles, and then go on a unauthorized strike of a Middle Eastern country to get your father out of prison?
Well, the airport security was a little more lax back then, though. In a pre 9/11 world, you could do things like that.
The security didn't know that other people lied.
Oh, we're gonna stop that right now. Don't
Well,
wanna-
he's on your side.
I know, but I'm not trying to get Slender yelling because then I'll get mad again.
get me yelling about what? I'm sorry. I was trying to, appease the bride of Slender. She
Ooh.
got a wrench now, so she can quit her bitching.
Oh, I like the principal. Him and was it Belushi? But the bad one
John, right, or Jim? Jim,
No.
John, Jim.
was that
Jim,
whatever the shit one is.
Jim Belushi, right?
Oh, he was
John
in The Punisher too.
Yeah, he was the one who stole Bellotto was Frank Castle. It's like my partner, he's still alive.
Dude,
Louis
I
Gossett
love
Jr. did everything. Digstown is one of my personal favorites. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
With James, where he's got to fight 24 hours. He's got to do 10 boxing matches.
I love the Dolph Lundgren, The Punisher, because it was a time where your opening shot is, what does he say? I can't remember. It's like, God sent me to kill, or whatever he says, right? But
Was
the
that
whole
when they
thing,
did like the thing where they went through the pipes to show him?
yeah,
like, naked?
and he's there naked because ass is right there on the screen, and nobody was like gay. Everybody was like, oh shit, this guy's hardcore. You know what I mean? Because he's just a bro.
Yep, I got
But
you.
now you see that, you're like, here we go. Thanks a lot, Master Chief. Although I really like that actor, man. I thought he was great in Wolves of Den. And Den of Wolves.
The one who's playing.
I mean,
Master
I
Chief.
think he could be
Yeah.
good as Master Chief if they wrote a Halo show.
Yeah. They kind of fucked it up, but I also liked him in. I mean, it's no one's favorite season of The Wire, but I thought he was good in The Wire as well.
Mhm.
In the Baltimore Docks season.
Yeah, I mean the Halo show is just so so terrible.
It's
I
garbage.
think
I
it's
tried to
gonna
watch
taint
it.
his career for a long time, unfortunately.
I didn't even make it to the opening credits. I quit in the cold open.
We lost a good Vortigaunt with Louis Gossett Jr. I think, is that an Enemy Mine reference?
Yes,
Nice.
I'm assuming. We ready to go on to the music thing now?
Yeah, I was just loading it up. I have to, because it's not gonna publish till tomorrow, so I had to log in to be able to get to it.
Is
Ah.
Bride getting on a microphone or a phone?
I don't know. She
mean-
wandered off.
If it's 1985, she can have mine.
I think you're gonna end up recognizing an awful lot of these songs because.
Well, of course, I'm awesome.
All right, so I did the top 30 again just to do a bookend because I thought it would be interesting with that. But going forward, because you guys are I've now printed out and I have a little book of all the top songs for the last 40 years, and I'll be mixing and matching ones that you will like going forward.
Dude, you put
think-
so much effort into this.
Right?
I wouldn't. I mean, I would pull out some of the stuff that didn't make the top just from bands that we would know.
Well, I printed out like I've got the top 100 for each year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once you get down to like the 80s and 90s, it's not stuff that was selling like immensely.
Yeah. No buzzer, I guess, again this week.
Nope.
Here, let me bring it up. I will send you the link so maybe you can look at it and see.
How I,
Dude,
mean,
I
if
don't
it's
like
easy
doing
to-
buzzers.
Well, it'll
Jesus.
work better for chat because we can buzz in instead of all trying to jump on top.
Yep.
Out of
Yeah,
us
if,
competitive people.
Yeah, Brahma's going to be doing it like Jeopardy, where you see the people clicking before the thing even pops on the screen.
It locks you out for like a second if you click it too early.
Are you sending? All right.
Oh,
We
here
put the link
I
in the private chat.
yeah, and here I can.
Did he?
I just
Okay.
created the game so I can send you all the code.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep everything default. There we go.
Yeah, but doesn't that put you now in charge of
Huh?
who's rung in first? I don't know how it works.
I don't know why that would matter. Who's in charge? We're bros.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
I've heard your
Okay.
kind lies.
All right. You know what? Actually, I'm not. I can't buzz in because I built this. So why did I even try logging in for that?
True.
And I have the chart, like the actual, printout with all the stuff in front of me. So I will run the YouTube video while you guys have the buzzers going.
Wait, do you guys see buzzers on your screen?
A big green one.
Oh, okay. Chad, you need to be doing this because I can't buzz in myself. Oh, I guess I could just pull up another one with that code, right? Yeah. Figuring this out on the fly. We'll do it live. 'Cause that's
Wow.
how we dive. To be dope, you know what I mean?
Shadow Chasers, I ought to nail this. If Bad Take Bojan hasn't taken her Ambien, I think she would probably have pretty good results out of this one. But it's interesting because I know that you guys were very kind of looking at the 1995, the difference in terms of culture within 10 years about what kind of music was charting top 30 is pretty, like just genre wise, is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like you'd think it couldn't get that bad in 10 years, but
Yeah.
it did.
It all went to hell real quick.
Because there's definitely a lot more stuff that would be categorized as rock or maybe new wave rock versus you'd think grunge was pretty popular, but not a lot of it was charting even by 95.
Brahma, are you gonna play? It says that you're
Hey, Mad, you can relate to this
I
one.
just
End of
buzzed
the
in.
month,
Do you see
no
it?
Ambien left.
yeah, I see it. Okay.
I'm in.
All right, we're all in. Cool.
All right, so you guys will have to tell me who buzzes because I'll be
Mad's the
looking.
only one who can see it, I think.
Okay. Yeah, Emperor's corporatism kicked in hardcore. All right, we ready to go?
Yeah, I believe so.
You guys got your buzzers?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum.
Oh, this is your your intro music.
All right, here we go. This is the first one.
Oh, I was sitting here trying to fucking figure it out. I got nothing. Oh, Brahma got it.
Did
Phil
Brahma
Collins, one more. I can't remember the name of it. One more night. One more time. Or
buzz?
Genesis.
Which is the answer you're going with?
Is that
One
your
more-
final answer?
I'm going with night.
Hopefully, it's not because you saw it in chat.
No,
Yes, it.
actually, I hid chat with my buzzer.
Liar. He's full of shit.
I'll be honest. Like some of these songs, you're only gonna get like 3 seconds or less of the intro because they're so distinctive. Like anything further, it's just too easy.
This song almost put me to sleep right now.
All right, next one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I buzzed in first. I forgot to tell you.
It does
Did
show
you-
him.
All right.
It's
Since you-
hold on. It's Des la Bleu, under the neon light. Yeah. It's what dude? It was in it was
It
in
was in
fucking
Last
the
Dragon.
yeah, the Last Dragon. It's under the blue light. No, babe, you know the song for Enter the Dragon?
You can't ask for help. I've got the answer to the song. If you got
Fine.
you got the band right.
Des la
No.
Bleu.
he doesn't have the band.
What the fuck? I just said it.
Here's
He
the
just
hint.
can't pronounce it.
I said it
Married
with
to
an accent.
Janet Jackson.
Yes, I know.
The
Secret.
song is "Rhythm of the Night."
Yeah, Rhythm of the Night. That's
By-
basically kind of what I said.
By who?
I know nothing like what you said.
It does start with the yeah.
I don't care for the laughter I'm hearing in
Bad
the
Tape's got
background.
it.
DeBarge is the.
The Bards. here. Oh, no, let me clear everything. All right, so Brahma got that one,
I got the song. Yeah.
and I got the artist, so that's like a 0.5 for each. Yeah. Now, if we stick to bad movie soundtracks, I got this.
Maybe that'll be
half
one
of
of the music.
half of the things
trivia.
from '85, I believe, would probably be on a soundtrack. Yeah.
You actually, I think, are probably correct.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
Nobody's
nothing.
buzzing in.
No, nobody's buzzing in.
Let's see if Tina can rescue this one. She's the one I have faith on. Gotta wait for that delay though. That's why I'm giving it a little bit of a pause.
Here, I'm sharing my screen in the back, so everybody can see. We don't have to put it on the screen, but everybody can
Yeah.
see who
We
buzzed
can't see it in the
first.
back. We're not in EV Mux.
All
Well,
right.
I can see it in the back, and Chad and Slender
Yeah.
can.
You
Basically, you
okay.
can't.
Everybody but me can.
Yeah, you just have to rely on.
We don't need you to be able to see it, Brahma.
Matt, it shows who buzzed
All right.
first on
Right.
our
It
Okay.
screen.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bride of Slender says, "Let's hear it for the boy," and that is completely wrong.
That was pretty brutal way of putting it, and that's completely wrong.
Oh, ready for the world?
Oh, no wonder. It's a shit song.
Man, everybody had a Jerry curl, huh?
It was
My
kind of the
stepdad-
thing back
You
then.
gotta let
My-
your soul glow over there.
Hey, man, my stepdad let his soul glow right onto our couch.
Oh, that was the best scene when all three of them got up and it was just not there. All right.
I mean, music was just gay overall then, huh? I mean, nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
There's gonna
Nobody
all right,
buzzed in.
Here's the thing. I like a lot of songs from the 80s, but apparently I didn't like a lot of the top songs from the 80s.
No, these are the I'm gonna be honest, the like number 29 through 27, 26, where we're at, is going to be the toughest ones for you. Everything else after that is probably going to be you guys fighting over the buzzer.
Okay.
It's not really a fight. It's just... What is up with all this diversity in 1985?
It's crazy, right?
It's insane.
It's almost like, people just bought things they liked and
Right.
didn't care about it.
So it
And,
wasn't 2016 when all of this became a thing.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't expect anybody to get number 26, but we'll see.
I can name 8 songs that are better that sound similar.
Oh,
I
8?
know.
I could name about 600 songs.
I think
know who
somebody
it
might get
is.
the artist, but
It's Sting.
It's
anybody.
it's the other one with the cod piece.
With the cod piece, you
Yeah.
mean
From Dune.
Shadow Chaser.
Apparently, Shadow Chaser.
No,
got
not
it.
Shadow Chaser. He wasn't in that movie.
But he beat you.
No,
up.
but he's in the chat kicking
Oh.
yo ass.
Oh, because I came in here like, yo, 85's my year. Top 30? Shit. Get ready, son.
give me bottom 200.
Seriously.
I was close,
What?
though.
All right, everybody.
Is
get
the
on
Bride of
buzzer.
Slender joining us?
So frustrated.
All right, everybody be ready on their buzzer because this is going to be a
It's
fight
worse
to
when I
see
hear
who
your
clicks first.
cackle in my ear, and then I hear the song.
All right, you guys all ready on your buzzers?
Sure.
I buzzed in first.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so it's REO Speedwagon.
Mother, no, you're wrong.
Okay,
What the
so then
fuck?
Oh, something about the night.
wait, no. So it's Styx? Nope.
That's
No,
Who was the next person to buzz in?
nobody
Nobody.
has because
Now I gotta know to mute it because the Bride is the answer.
That one's Chicago, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh,
it is Chicago.
Is that Chicago?
Probably
Yes,
from a Karate Kid movie.
It is.
I don't know because I can't hear what you hear.
It's-
I
You're
hear what I
you're my inspiration.
which is still later.
Dude, if I turn off the headset, then I get feedback on the microphone.
No, you're good. You're good.
I finally hummed it enough in my head
Yeah.
to get there.
ABBA? Oh,
What?
Deadpool.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
6. Oh,
That was
yeah.
from Deadpool.
Yes, it was. It was. It was.
Yeah, I'm not muted.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, ready for number 24.
Man, this year sucked.
Right? You know, the only reason I know Styx as a band is because of the movie Big Daddy.
I mean,
Man, Chicago is awesome because Little Nicky.
Yeah, nobody got that.
wait.
I know the
Shadow-
song. Nobody
Shadow-
buzzed in.
Shadow
hate
Chaser
him.
is
If he could not
crushing it
just
again.
maybe give like 3 more seconds of a song.
Well, that's
I'd
the
take
YouTube
Bojan-
restriction.
But it seems like everybody else is getting
Yeah, a lot of Wham fans out there.
Shadow
Wham.
Chaser.
Again, another Deadpool thing.
Yep. Chat is killing it tonight.
Is that Michael? What's his name? You gotta have faith.
Yes, he was he was half of Wham.
Oh, that's right.
Before
He
he
was in
became-
Wham.
He was the slightly gayer half of Wham.
Yeah. Before he
Look at
went.
Tina over here. Choose life. Yes. If
Wait,
you
that
wake
was the
me
song?
up before. No, when he did the "Wake Me Up Before You Go" video, he wore a "Choose Life" T-shirt.
I just remember his jeans.
Look at Shadow Chaser trying to cover for being immediately able to chime in that it was Wham. My sister was
Uh-huh.
obsessed with Wham. Look,
She even put his poster up in my room.
Directly above where I slept.
I
It was on the ceiling for some reason.
had to stare at his ass every morning and night.
all right, be ready on the buzzers. This is one you should all be able to get quick too.
I buzzed in first. That's gonna be Beverly Hills Cop intro song.
That's not the name.
That would
or
be
the
called
artist.
The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey.
The heat is on.
And I did buzz in second. So
And
since
it
he blew
is
it.
at the start of Beverly Hills Cop.
See, chat got it.
Is
Chat
it
was
not?
pretty quick on that one.
Is it not? Is it not? At
It
the
is in
beginning?
Beverly Hills Cop, yes.
Yes, it's in Beverly Hills Cop, but
All
it's
right,
called
so
The
I'm
Heat
giving
Is On.
myself half a point.
Bride of Slender was on it too. Like, geez, man, you're the only one who doesn't know the name.
I knew the movie. Nobody else did.
I think everybody knew the movie too.
No, he's just older than what he likes the people to know. Oh, and look at that. It says Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, we are definitely entering soundtrack territory over here, so be ready with that in mind.
Oh, man. I thought I had it at the beginning of it.
Nobody buzzed in.
No, I
That one
was
doesn't
thinking.
ring a bell for me.
It had a
Even with-
little
Even with the soundtrack clue. No.
it had a little Kenny Loggins type feel to the beginning of it.
Dude, it sounds like the beginning of a Mega Man game.
Oh boy.
Like when you're still selecting which boss you're gonna go fight.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it's Chat Emperors and Shadow both got it, and Bad Take Bojan gets the full one because it's A View to a Kill by Duran Duran.
Mm.
And or someone else.
So from Bond movie?
Yes, from A
Oh,
View
that's
to a
the
Kill.
good Bond movie. Yeah, that's the one with Christopher Walken, right?
Yes, it is.
One of the only handful of Bond movies I've ever seen.
With Grace Jones as the
Yep.
bad girl.
What? Nope. Oh, Brahma got it. Brahma buzzed in.
I'm still trying to think of the band, but Maneater. Was that Holland Oates?
No, you're incorrect on both.
I think it was just
Am I?
Oates.
Maneater is by
Oh, Stevie
Hall & Oates.
Wonder?
But
That
it is
sounds
not.
a hell of a lot like Maneater.
It is Stevie Wonder, but
Well, all pop songs only use the same four chords.
Part-Time
I think
Lover,
we've gone
then.
over this.
yes,
Yeah.
Part-Time Lover.
Shadow Chaser got it.
Yep, Shadow Chaser is crushing it. I don't think.
But everybody else agreed with me, Maneater. If we had even had 1/2 of a second to the voice.
Well,
had
everybody
that
would have got it in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make it super easy. All right, moving on. This one should be easy.
Easy for who? Nobody buzzed in.
Nobody buzzed in for that?
No,
I just
Wait.
don't give a shit about any of these songs.
I don't know any of them.
Wait for chat. They're gonna just see. They're all gonna get it.
Wait, Bryan Adams had more than one song?
Yes, this was before he even did the Robin Hood song.
I mean, that's how dare you
Like,
know the
I'll
song I
tell
was
you
thinking
what.
of?
Lil Chad just gets in there and he's like, where are the shittiest songs of each decade? 85, 95, cool. Let's do those freaking years.
It's amazing, everybody in chat seems to
Yeah,
know.
Shadow Chaser got it. Heaven.
By the way, by everybody in chat, the 3 people that are in chat,
Well, 6 if
Well,
you count us.
excluding
Bride- Bride of Slender is 3 feet from Slender Dad, and she's getting the right answers.
No, she's not. I kicked her out because she was not observing proper podcasting etiquette.
Now that's what I don't call music volume 6.
Good one.
Emperor over here, I cannot wait until you decide to do a metal one, and all I've got to say is that band sucks or it isn't metal. Yeah.
I mean, if he does the metal one, I will supervise Imp, so it will be done properly.
It'll be. Oh, god damn it! This song. if it was fucking the techno goddamn remake that played in every fucking club right after Usher.
Yeah.
See, Chad laughs because he knows the exact time period I'm talking about.
I know which one too.
From about 2004. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
I didn't even know that was his song. Oh, Brahma, did you?
Tears for
Brahma-
Fears shout.
yeah, Brahma. I was like, I knew Brahma would be getting that one
The
immediately.
first note I had that one.
That's why I
These
said.
are the things I could do without.
That's why I said like some of these songs are so distinctive. I couldn't like. There's no part of the song where I could even go more than 2 seconds.
Oh.
without
From
everyone
the
doing
album The Big Chair.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if we had played the Disturbed version, Mad would have probably gotten it quicker.
Oh yeah, I would have. Wait, Brahma, who did you say?
Tears for Fears,
No, who? What version did you say?
the Disturbed version.
Oh, okay, yeah. They do a sound of silence too, don't they?
They do
Yeah.
a
That's
cover.
actually one of their better covers.
They do a cover on every single album that they've put out.
Stone Sour has an amazing cover of Wicked Games, the Chris Isaac song.
Yep.
Fucking good. It's acoustic and it's fucking legit. I like Stone Sour better than whatever their other band's called with the weird people in it.
Slipknot.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's
I
Corey,
like Slipknot.
Corey Taylor's band. Bands.
Yeah.
Soul Assassin. Why do all the album
Oh.
covers have two dudes suspiciously close to each other?
It
If
was
they
the
were-
80s. We didn't ask questions.
Hey,
Don't ask, don't tell. Okay, it applied to music as well.
this may not be technically a fun fact, but when I got blown up, I had one earbud in, right?
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't hear anything at the very beginning when I got, when we got hit. And then when I started getting out of the vehicle, Bother by Stone Sour was playing.
Yeah.
Not the best song to be the soundtrack of you being on fire.
On fire.
If you've ever heard the song before. Yeah. It took years before I could even listen to it again.
Need to
Yeah.
bother.
Yeah.
I
I, by the way, wasn't listening to it before we got hit. I have no idea why it started playing. I guess God, we're going to fuck with him a little bit more. Just a little cherry on top.
Or the song played all the way through to completion, and that was the next one that played, and you were incoherent for that long.
Yeah, could be.
That's my
You
guess.
and your rational explanation.
I mean, I'm more rational than some hive mind of aliens that know nothing of mankind, okay?
That's on you. Chad.
You made me this way.
Couldn't hear most of it.
All right, I'll for this.
There wasn't anything worth listening to.
That
that's
sounded
why.
like
Actually, I know it. I know
Susu
it.
Studio by Phil Collins.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
It
Phil
is.
Collins or Susodio?
You son of a bitch.
What? Did I get it right?
No.
Did you get it right?
No, you
Hey,
didn't.
well, it looks like Eclay agreed with me. That would really got Chad.
Yeah. It wasn't that you said wasn't that you got it wrong, it's that you said the correct words after the fact.
It's the way you made Brahma question. Where you're
Well,
like,
they were talking over it, so I was like, maybe I was wrong. I don't
but
know.
no, but Matt did it on purpose. Then
Yeah.
it just got me. That
And then you got really confused when I was like, no, that is the song. And you're like, oh shit. Slender agrees with me?
You guys are screwing with me.
And Soul Assassin is no. I'm not a closet Phil Collins fan, but 1985 was a good year for him. So You're
I mean,
gonna
wait
see
until he gets to that Tarzan movie.
Dude, based on these last two music trivias, he might be a closet bad music fan.
Oh, fucking Raspberry Beret, motherfucking Prince.
Yep.
Prince.
Mhm.
And he did
No,
ring in right before me.
You're incorrect on the artist
Raspberry, what?
because it's not Prince.
The fuck it's not?
It's not Prince.
What?
Wait for it. You guys are missing the obvious.
The artist formerly known as
No,
Prince.
it's Prince and the Revolution.
Fuck off.
I thought maybe this was
Nope.
when his name was a
Nope.
symbol.
No, that was later in the,
No,
that was
that was
after
way
When
later.
Doves Fly.
Yeah, I
When
know.
Doves fly.
Or doves cry, sorry,
That
they
was-
fly all the time.
Doves
It's the
Cry was
crying.
like 1984 with
No, not that one. The one with about
With-
something about a donkey on the album. I had the cassette. I can remember this. There was something about a donkey. I have to look it up
Was-
later.
No, wasn't that it was the album with because he was Prince in the Revolution, and then he had the next band was the New Revolution.
and
when
yet
he was the
throughout it all, it
artist-
was just Prince.
and when he was the artist formerly known as Prince, I think is when he was doing like The Most Beautiful Girl in the World and some of those songs.
Ugh. Of course, he has to have 80 goddamn albums. I gotta go through and try to find the cover art. Maybe the Gold Experience or the Love Symbol.
Well,
It's
which
one of
one
these.
came out in 1984 or 85?
Oh no. I'm off the y'all's thing. I'm doing my own thing.
Oh, okay.
No, he wasn't a symbol until like the mid 90s.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ready for next one?
Sure.
Got the buzzers ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. This is not in your wheelhouse, but we'll see who knows it.
Oh,
I
I know
mean-
the song.
I could actually put lyrics in because I didn't think you guys it would be fair to not do that.
Oh,
The results are the same. I have no idea.
I got it. Whitney Houston, Saving All My Love.
That is correct.
Oh, was it Emancipation?
Shadow Chaser is getting all of these, so clearly it wasn't his sister that was a fan of every single
Yeah,
one. So-
I think he hit enter about the exact same time I got it.
You know,
Which means he knew it sooner.
I was always
'cause he
rooting for
had to
her and
type.
Bobby. I thought they made a good couple.
Great couple.
We
Here,
all
I'll
have
turn
our
it-
ups and downs.
Turn it up a little.
Up? I was about to tell you to turn it down.
Well, Eclay.
Did you already buzz in on this one?
Oh, yes, I did.
Well, I mean, it should.
St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion, John Parr.
I just think of The Simpsons. Remember, it was like, when you're driving, you can pick the radio station, Lisa. And it was this song. Yep. Look, Shadow Chaser again. He's. Well,
Man, his
they
sister had
are.
a big influence on him.
Exactly. It might. I think maybe it was on the. No, it was on St. Elmo's Fire soundtrack.
I always get that mixed up with the one with Denzel Washington and the little patata shaking a snow globe.
Man on Fire?
No, Saint Elsewhere.
St.
That's the
Elsewhere.
one. Yeah. Oh, I know it now.
All right. I had my own radio then.
And she's
I know this one too.
Did you buzz
well, you
in?
didn't buzz in.
No, because I can't. I'm trying to play it through my head so that I can get to the part where I could actually figure it out.
Gonna be honest, you got plenty of time.
No, I don't.
Pride of
Chad will
Slender.
get it.
I have no idea, but I know this damn song, Pride of Slenders.
That's where I'm at. I can't answer it.
It is not a flock of seagulls.
Where is Shadow Chaser on this one?
Yeah, Shadow Chaser's normal. This is one that got Shadow Chaser. Because if Shadow Chaser knew it, it would already be in chat.
You got any clues since nobody's getting it?
It's a very cool band.
It was number 14 on the Billboard Top 30 in 1985.
Oh, OJ and the Cool Gang. No,
Yeah,
that's not it.
Cool in the Gang, then.
Yeah, Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
That's my
Cool.
guess.
Cool and the Gang is the band.
Okay, I got it too.
Cherish.
That is the song, actually. It is Cherish.
Yep.
Yep, I was right.
Seems like there was a lot of diversity back in the 80s. I thought that wasn't allowed.
Man, that's a great observation, Slender. It's the first
I
time
do not
I've
care
heard
for
it.
what I don't like this bit.
I love it when people steal jokes that Mad made an hour ago.
What are you talking about? He said something in it?
There could be a whole new audience out there that didn't hear it.
Oh, apparently Shadow Chaser was upset because. All right. I expect every single one of you to be hitting the button immediately on this one.
Brahma got it. I don't have it.
You
Straits.
better have a clue.
You
Dire
better have a
Straits,
clue.
Money for Nothing.
Wait, is it Dire Straits Money for Nothing?
Yeah,
It's
Brahma gets the
MTV.
points. It is Money for Nothing. Is the name. But yeah,
That's a highly edited song now.
yeah, because you can't talk about the little.
You can't
You
say
can't
Melody
talk about
Mac
a bundle of
words.
sticks.
Yeah, Melody Mac words aren't allowed anymore on the radio.
Shadow Chaser was right on there with
Well-
Brahma.
You can't say words that Melody Mac would say. That's wiggity 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 whack.
Can you clear the buzzer, Mad?
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Thank you. That's the way you do it. Them guys ain't dumb. So that whole song was just written because he overheard a conversation in a like Radio Shack type store of them, talking about how musicians are just useless and they don't have to do anything while they were watching MTV.
Apparently, Tina saw Dire Straits in concert at the time. And Southern Bell's trying to one up Tina. I saw Eddie Money in concert. All right, is the buzzer clear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because this is another one that should be.
Oh, fuck. Brahma got it.
Aha, Take On Me. Also from Deadpool.
Yeah.
2. Deadpool 2. And it
3.
was the acoustic version.
You and Shadow Chaser apparently are.
Have the same
on it.
sister?
Yeah, had the same sister. Everybody, yeah, it's one of those distinct ones. Like I said, there's.
If it had gone 2 more notes to the da-da-da-da-da-da, everybody would have had it.
I think everybody had it anyway. the entire
Probably.
chat.
Yeah.
Take on me.
I like Soul Assassin. I saw the song in my head before the name.
Yep.
All right, buzzer's clear. This one should be another one where if Brahma doesn't immediately get it, it'll be surprising.
Yep, we're clear.
I got it first. Hey,
Alright, so-
hey, oh ho.
So what's the name of the song?
I was second.
Brahma can go.
Simple minds, don't you forget about
Yep.
me.
Good cleanup. I set it up, you knock it down.
I like how he keeps saying I was second, as though there's anyone else with a buzzer.
I know.
Wait, you have
well,
a buzzer?
Chad can't
No,
see
I
it,
don't.
so I
I
was just
told
letting
you-
him know that I
I
did
told
buzz
you
in.
guys the first week you mentioned buzzers that if buzzers were brought into this, I would not participate.
Then
I
put the
Wow.
don't
bride
like
in.
doing competitive things.
Then put the bride in your
Yeah,
seat.
can we get the Bride of Slender?
Give that woman a buzzer.
I'm sure the low spec laptop loadout would work fine for the buzzer.
I mean, I knew it was Breakfast Club.
You didn't even say that part of it. You just said, hey, 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 hey.
When I was like, what's the name? You're like, Brahma can answer.
Next, he was just going to go, ooh, whoa.
Well, now we'll never know. So moving on.
Oh, that would be a good. We should get Bride of Slender and Tina in to be competitors. That would be a
So
fun
you
show.
don't want us on here. I mean, why would we even be here?
What, you've
for
been
the
on shows
scraps?
with Tina? She's
No, what I'm
She's
saying
good
is, I
people.
mean, there's no chance for us.
no. I'm pretty sure Brahma would still like somehow be answering faster.
He gets real competitive.
Brahma
Sometimes.
would hip check his wife out of the way to get to the AirPods to be able to answer the music trivia.
I mean, I get competitive when there's a chance of winning, but this ain't it.
Here we go.
God damn it, Brahma.
All
I
right,
can't fight this feeling anymore.
By who?
I'm trying to remember which one of the three that I would think it is.
I actually know this. I actually know
Okay,
this.
take it.
REO Speedwagon.
That's correct.
Yep.
Look at Shadow Chaser over here. Yep.
What the hell is Rep
Rep
Speedwagon?
Speedwagon.
I'm not repping Speedwagon. Are you repping Speedwagon?
P is right next to O on the keyboard.
Is that like the street name for like a speedball? Yo, let me get that Rep Speedwagon.
Look at all those corrections.
Oh, I gotta clear the buzzers.
Clear the buzzer.
Oreo Speedwagon.
Huey
Brahma
Lewis
got
of the
it.
News, Power of Love.
Yeah, I couldn't put any more of that song in there.
I was gonna say you put 2 notes. I knew the song, but you put 2 fucking notes in there.
But didn't you know it as soon as you heard those 2 notes?
Yes, I did, but still,
Right, but
2 fucking notes.
It's different though. Like I know it, but then having enough of it to transmit into my brain into a song and name is a little different, you know?
And yet everybody else in chat.
Yeah, that's the
And they
power
have
of
to
love.
take the time to type it.
Yeah, but they're also on a delay, so they have the advantage.
of
They hear it
listening.
at the delayed time.
Is the buzzer cleared now?
Yep.
But apparently everybody got it wrong except Shadow Chaser because he was the only one who said "and the news."
I said in
That's
the news.
correct. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Just
talking about the
being
chat. I was
Oh,
watching
okay.
the chat.
Oh, I know it.
Weird, because I didn't see the buzzer get hit.
Every time you go away, I have no idea on the artist though. But every time you
Shadow
go away, you
Chaser.
take a
REO
piece of me with you.
Speedwagon.
Or, not to be confused with Rep Speedwagon.
Or
Yep.
Oreo Speedwagon. I guess that's when they added a new black member? 2 of them?
Well, once they added 2 of them, it became double stuffed Speedwagon.
Wait,
E-Clay is
yeah,
the first to
makes
get
sense.
the full answer, which is every time you go away, Paul Young.
Ah.
Man, that last name becomes more and more of an oxymoron as he gets older, huh?
Brahma.
Of course.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how much more? I couldn't put any more in. It would have.
I mean, you could have put all of it in. I would have never came up with the name of it and the name of the band.
you did
Like I know
that one?
it. No, I know it. but I
That's-
can't name it.
That's by far the better Tears for Fears song.
You know what?
Overshadowed.
Couldn't even. Oh, that's the other one. Had no clue.
I mean, he wasn't even born yet, so I kind of get it.
Man, you know Prince 1999 album came out in 1982.
Yes.
Man, what a forward thinker.
Everyone wants to rule the by Lord. What?
Oh,
I
somebody
don't
else
think
is
Lord
using
was
their
around
voice
in the
to text.
80s.
Apparently, Tina's very concerned that poor Huey Lewis is almost deaf now. That's sad.
But isn't he like 95 years old?
Yeah, I mean,
I would be more concerned if he wasn't.
He's probably like 68 or 69.
Oh, what's the difference?
Yes, it was featured. The song was in Real Genius, which is a great movie, very underrated.
everybody wants to shock the world. I think everybody's using voice to text now.
It was also in Pixels. The Adam Sandler movie Pixels.
I could never get through that whole thing.
It's not a very good movie.
My Love by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross.
Nope.
I don't know. There wasn't enough music there.
Crazy for You by Madonna.
Ooh.
Shadow Chasers crushing you both.
I mean, I haven't seen him hit the buzzer once, but
It's We Are the
He
World.
doesn't need to hit the buzzer.
is
He's
it
on
really
the
We Are the
way.
World?
Yep.
Man, did y'all have to sing that in like elementary school? And
Yes, I did.
with
Probably.
with what's it called? It was like a parachute, and you're all on one end of it, and you do it up and down. I may
try
be
to,
mixing
like,
some
yeah.
things up.
I didn't have to do that, but we did sing the We Are the World in chorus.
Nothing.
Nope.
Son of a.
I'm sure Shadow Chaser's gonna get it.
See, every time you say that, though, he doesn't. So stop
Southern-
jinxing him.
Nope, Southern Belle got it. It's Easy Lover.
By who?
Phil Collins.
Collins.
and
It's like the
Philip
eighth
Ba-
Phil
no,
Collins
and
song on
Philip
here.
Bailey. It's a duet. So yep,
Is this not like the 8th Phil Collins song on here?
it's like
Third.
the third.
3, 8. Name
mean, it
7,
feels-
Matt. Name
Yeah.
7 songs that have been on here.
Hold on, we're about to play more.
Oh, look, 2 men uncomfortably close to each other again.
Ebony
Why
and
are
Ivory.
they staring at each other like that?
That is the final Phil Collins song on the soundtrack. So you can,
Oh, really?
Liar.
I made it. I know.
Humans lie. I know this.
Well, no, this is a simulation, so it's different. I got nothing.
Nope.
That one's Madonna Crazy for You, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It feels as though you know she had a top song in this year.
Yeah, it feels as though maybe you pulled up the top 30 from the year.
Nope.
No, I'm pretty sure they played that as 8th grade dance in this year.
No, I'm pretty sure my parents had all of the
His parents played it for
Billboard
him for the eighth grade
CDs of
dance.
top hits.
Oh, well, your parents were the ones that put up the George Michael poster for you. Who would have ever guessed that she would look better now than she did then?
Oh, yeah. Now she looks like she could eat the girl from then.
Miracles of modern science.
Like she might grab the girl from then and climb up the side of like a tall skyscraper
Right.
and swing in biplanes while
She
holding
would-
the girl from then.
She wouldn't eat the physical form, only the soul of the of her younger self.
She needs it to power all of her
Yes.
prosthetics.
Yeah.
She looked human back then.
This is another. God, how did you beat me?
That's
clicked on
that's another one.
That's Madonna, Like a Virgin.
Yep. 2 in a row. Although Like a Surgeon was way better.
Yeah, Weird Al did it better.
Agreed. Did y'all ever see the movie with
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was funny.
Yeah,
Weird
I
Al
thought that
one,
it did
yeah.
a great job of shifting into an
Satire.
entirely different tone. Once it started to feel a little dry, it goes in a radically different direction to keep it fresh, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, when they decided to go the cartel route. No,
Yep.
I didn't see that coming.
No, it was perfect.
It's like all of a sudden they just brought in a white tiger to fight, right?
You son of a bitch. I got it first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hopefully you get it right this time.
Yeah. Of course it will. I
let it
want to
keep
know what
playing
love
just to give
is.
him-
Yep.
By.
Waiting for the chat.
Did I get it?
It's by
I said
Foreigner.
it. Foreigner, right? Ooh, thank God you said I was about to say
Well, you
Originer.
didn't say Foreigner. You waited until you saw someone else say Foreigner.
Wrong.
And apparently they were close enough with Freugner that you picked it up.
Under my breath, I said, oh, you just couldn't understand that what I said.
Uh-huh.
Tina also saw Foreigner in concert. So.
How many points are deducted for cheating?
None. I hit the buzzer first.
Because I think somebody has been maybe doing a little bit of cheating.
Why can't I find this album with a donkey song on it from Prince?
What's the donkey song?
Still looking for that.
Okay, hold on. All right. It's like 98. Had to be like 98.
I already got it.
Was that it? That's all we get?
No, I stopped because Mad was talking. I didn't want to.
What happened?
All right, you ready?
Dude, he's in his own little world.
Oh,
God.
Brahma got it.
Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Wham.
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 Which, by the way, a lot of people don't know George Michael was part of that duo.
You know, it's almost like in the 80s there was diversity. Who knew?
Wait, what about George Michael was diverse?
He's gay, Mad.
Oh, okay.
He's like.
All right, now
gay.
gay white men are not diverse. They do not count anymore.
Careless Whisper by Whams.
Whammin'.
Southern Belle with Wham. Careless Whisper, good job.
I would have guessed Lower Octave Talking by Thud.
So,
Yep.
Everything She Wants by Wham was on there, and Careless Whisper is on there, but not Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
That may have been a different year.
Yeah.
It's the same album, I think.
It might have been just when they released singles too. Because they don't, you know.
It's killing me.
Yeah, back then singles didn't necessarily have to wait for an album to hit. They'd get that radio play.
Yeah.
Apparently
you put out a
Southern
single.
Belle is correcting us that George Michael swang both ways. Okay.
Swang.
He's
As
swang.
do we all, given the right circumstances.
Nope.
I mean, if
You-
Brad Pitt comes into the equation, yeah.
Yeah, there is a qualifier on that. Never the catcher, always the pitcher.
Are you like it's not gay if
If you're in prison,
No, if Brad Pitt came into the equation, I mean, I don't care what position he needs me to play. I'm playing.
look. Sometimes you're hanging out with your buddy Diddy, and you get a little party gay. That's all. Everybody gets a little gay at parties, right? Ask Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh man.
Show me the booty.
I thought Cuba Gooding Jr. was canceled for harassing women.
Yep, and then he has been recanceled now with the Diddy stuff
Well,
for harassing young rappers.
I guess
Of
if it's not
course.
working out for women, I'll try this guy.
He's like, my bro Mad told me it's not gay.
If you're at a party,
If you're at a party.
if you roofie him in yourself, it's okay.
It happened to me too, man. We're in this together.
Oh, it's like those videos where they're in a store and they put like a bucket on someone's head, but they have a bucket on their own head, and so they both turn around, and they take the bucket off, and they're like, "Wait, what? What happened?" Good video.
Well, I think we've been going a little.
Nah, bro,
over
my butt
2
hurts
hours.
too, man. I know exactly what you mean.
I can't walk right either.
Starting. All right.
Did we
But,
both ride a horse?
No more
If,
top 30s after this week. We'll go into just mix and match. And
But here's my number if you wanted to text me later and talk about our trauma.
anyhow.
No, don't laugh. Let that silence hang for a minute.
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Let it